Okay, so I've got the only title of this video to Sick Women Who Make Up Stories. Have a look at the women in my family who make up absolute bullshit stories. So, can anybody look at a photo or a document? If you can, you'll see that my grandfather, Stanley Fleming, has a frizzy, thick, black, untamable hair to the day he died. So, he's the one that looks ethnic. His dad's father. Dad also had, Dad Mark Ian Fleming had wavy hair. There is either dead straight hair or frizzy curly hair. Now, my mother's a very sick person because even at the day of Nan's funeral, in May 2018, she's telling people, I caught her on the phone. Oh, he's in there curling his hair. I've never curled my hair. My mother's been playing mentally retarded scams, child molestation scams for years, which is why I don't believe Amanda, what she said in 2013 now. My mum's brother's funeral. Mum was all, so she does this for attention. So my mum did the eulogy. If Mary Mahowski remembers, Hayden was crying and mum glared at Hayden. How dare you interrupt my speech? This is all about Carol. Then on the way out of the church, Carol fainted. Attention on Carol, attention on Carol. Please, me, Carol, Carol, Carol. She didn't get enough attention there, so she started going around making up stories. Okay, I know Carol's scams, and I think Amanda's part of it. So I don't believe Amanda. And that's because in the last 10 years, I've had people make up stories about me. Now, my hair is naturally jet black. My hair has naturally been jet black since I was about 4 or 5 years of age. I was a blonde baby, that's true. But you don't keep your baby hair. It grows out. When my baby hair grew out, I end up having a frizzy black mess. My grandparents used to always say it's a bird's nest, which is why my great-grandmother gave me this coarse brush when I was about 4 years of age, starting at school, primary school, to brush my hair down straight. So the first thing I used to do when I woke up of a morning was put Vaseline oil in my hair, Brylcreem gel, and brush it coarsely down, straight. I do not have naturally straight hair. I have never had naturally straight hair in my entire life. Ever. But no one would have ever seen my hair natural until I grew up and thought, why do I keep brushing it down coarse and plastering it with hairspray? So I had my hair cut on Thursday at a barber. It's not permed. I had it, so he even said, don't blow dry it out, let it dry naturally. So it's wet now. So when it dries naturally, my hair is naturally wavy, almost curly. It has been since I was a little kid. Now, if my mother doesn't know that, then that still stands up for what I've said, where my mother doesn't notice her children from her first marriage, and she hasn't since we were about the age of 7. My mother's ignored us since she got with her second husband, and everything's so much on her second husband that she has no idea about anything to do with her children from her first marriage or our father's side. Unfortunately, my twin sister, where I got away from my mother, my twin sister stayed and was manipulated, kept into a bubble with my mother's family. She's 46, so as far as I'm concerned, my twin sister's a lost cause. I told her years ago, get away. You need to get away and escape them. Otherwise, you would never know the truth about anything. Okay, because so far you have been brainwashed. I've stood there and watched Amanda get brainwashed and I've had to walk away. There was a time in 1997 when Amanda smashed her little laser. And I was there, I'm going, what are you doing, Amanda? Like, you've asked, I wasn't anywhere having to do with mum. Amanda was getting bashed by Carol and abused by Carol and trapped on it. I said, are you leaving? Are you leaving? She's bashing you. Are you going to leave? And she was, I can't leave, mum. So I left. And then Amanda got in the car to leave, and she had a car accident at the end of the street. Okay? That's what it's been like. Okay, Amanda, I don't think knows anything that's true because she won't escape Carol and Carol's sisters. And that's the thing. So I've stopped believing Amanda because she won't escape Carol's manipulation. So my hair's naturally black, not near black. This is my natural hair color that my entire life I've even had to tone down. I've always had it brushed dead straight, okay, and plastered it down. My mother told people she was so disgusting what she did at Nan's funeral back in May 2018, where she stopped me using the bathroom all morning. I'm trying to have a quick shower and get ready, and she kept preventing me from actually going to have a shower. I literally had a quick 5-minute shower, getting dressed, gone down to the car, and Carol's on the phone to whatever scam she's pulling, going, oh, Justin's going to make us late, he's curling his hair. I don't curl my hair. I've straightened it my entire life. So I'm telling you now, Carol's up to so many scams over the years. And if you believe 2017, you're an idiot. All I want to do is to prove that they were breaking privacy and confidentiality laws, prying laws into my apartment, which is a criminal offence that police need to charge him for. My mother has gone too far with her scams this time. And it's about time they lock a almost 70-year-old woman up in jail for child abuse. Okay, so I do have naturally near black hair, jet black. So did my grandfather, Reginald George Purdy. His hair went grey. So does my other grandfather, Stanley Fleming. But Stanley had very thick, coarse, curly hair. Okay, my grandparents on my dad's side both have curly hair. Both Ruby Jean Hill and Stanley Fleming both have curly hair. So I'm going to pick up some DNA. I look more like the Fleming side of my family than I do my mother's side. My twin sister looks like my mother's side. That's why we don't look alike. The only time I've ever had blonde, dead straight hair was when I had baby hair. If you can't recognize your child since they were 4 years of age, then there is something wrong with you. If you've got to make up stories to fuel your own narcissistic, toxic, control freak behavior of gaining attention, Carol, then you are the one that should have been locked up a long time ago along with your sisters. I have sat there my entire life and listened to their drunken bullshit lies. Okay? Then they've made up stories. I'm sure she's gone around to organisations saying, oh, she just wants to have us all around the Christmas dinner table like we used to be. And we never did. When was this, Carol? Because we're always in Sydney for Christmas. And since 1999, I've spent Christmas by myself. Mainly. I mean, Christmas Day, I might have had a time, but yeah, 1999, I was working. Euro Christmas together. 2000, I was working. Actually, 2000 was when I went to Dad's on the Central Coast. 2001, working, like, you know, you're just making up stories. So I've never, and it's never been enjoyable. You tell me what year was enjoyable being around my mother's side for Christmas. Pick a year. Okay, just tell me 1 year. It's, you know, pick in the last 46 years and tell me what year it was that was enjoyable. Do it. You're not going to find one because it wasn't enjoyable, it was endured. It was something that you have to do, not what you enjoy to do. Okay, so do it. Because this is bullshit. So idiots that caught the acting stunt in 2017, I already said I was doing this to prove that you're breaking privacy and confidentiality laws. Okay? I already said this. Okay, I'm trying to prove privacy and confidentiality laws. So the whole of 2017 was practically fake, except for the fact that I do use a walking cane occasionally when my leg's really bad on the right side. No one would have ever known that if you didn't break those privacy laws. Okay, my hair was straightened, chemically straightened. And it's in my green cover. My hair was chemically straightened in November 2012. I'm not going to go around in circles with this. So as soon as I go out and my hair starts air drying, you are going to see curly, wavy hair because that's what it is naturally. If I don't brush it down with a coarse brush, or if my hair's not looking shit because my mother took to it with a horse mane thinning comb, which she did. My mother's always been ugly and jealous of men. Any male that's better looking like my father, she treated horribly. Ask Robin Childs about the time she tipped a hot cup of coffee in my dad's ear. This has to do with vanity. This has to do with the fact that my mother is extremely ugly. Extremely ugly and has no... They're plain Jane. The women in my family are ugly, plain Jane, have no charisma, nothing, no pause about them. There's nothing that would warrant, they've got no personality. Amanda, like there's a photo that has been taken at Nora Heads and it was the 1st of January back in 2008. And you can see John Cabino and myself, you can see Amy at the other end and you can see freaky shit photo. I had to cut the three of them out. Amanda, Carol and my half sister Faith Rackley, and they've all got the same weird, freaky look on their face. They are the ones with the issues. Okay, and they make up stories. I don't believe anything ever happened, to be honest. And I'll sit back and say that and go, yeah, look, I don't believe anything happened. Like, as soon as this Deb Mears, I heard of this fucking loser, I played the biggest prank on her at the Hub in 2017. It wasn't real, it was fake. So when these idiots are making up stories, believe me, they make up stories. I'll answer straightforward questions if you ask them to me. Don't keep your shit going. I've seen this for years. I don't believe what was said. I don't believe what was said in a lot of people. But again, yeah, the fact that people try to drag me into it by saying, oh, he curls his hair. No, my hair's curly. Always has been. And actually, my grandmother stood up to my mother and told her this back when my mother had her first child. And my grandmother stood up and said, Carol, Neil Purdy, the first son, the son that died before my mother, had ringlet blonde hair. It comes from my side of the family. All right, they're sick. You want to make your stories up? Go ahead. You're just sick women. Go get help. Okay? You women have issues. Go seek help. Don't project your issues onto me. You are very sick women. And for the first time, I can actually let loose and stand up to you because Nan's not squeezing my knee saying, Justin, bite your tongue. Okay? Don't cause, because then it'll be a big fight and suddenly they'll stop Nan seeing me. So for the first time, I can stand up and say, you are sick women. You are extremely sick women with the stories you make up. Go get help.